Welcome back to another episode here in our Houston Texans franchise on Madden 24, and we're about to go up against the Tennessee Titans in Week 8, who we just played not so long ago. We also know that it's going to be Tyjae Spears yet again because Derrick Henry is still injured, but last time he ran for like 150 yards and kept them kind of close in the game. Obviously, Will Levis and company are, the starters, so it's still a work in progress there. Obviously, work in progress for ourselves as well, but we are on the winning side as we are 4-3, winning 3 straight games, and we have a tandem breakout. I honestly, genuinely think that it is glitched. I actually do think, all of these tandems, some of these should actually be, wow, look at the division right now, should actually be dev-ups for Nico Collins, and there's been people saying, maybe just force the dev. As much as I would love to, I just think that's kind of against the natural progression of the game, right? At this point in time, unless he gets injured, Nico Collins is going to have a dev up at the end of the season anyways, so it'd be kind of like forcing him to superstar at this rate. Tank Dell, though, has struggled a little bit. I might put in Rudolph at the number 2 spot just to see if there's any difference there, because we need the best possible squad we can get. And obviously, Tank Dell is a small guy, so I don't know. It's harsh, but it might need to happen. Christian Harris with the Player of the Week, which is sweet because that's free XP. Anthony Richardson was great. Aaron Donald with one of the better performances ever, really. 5 sacks is very, very good. But let's take a look at our roster as some of the changes might have been had because of morale drops. Don't know what the actual overalls are, but we're going to be dropping Tank Dell here a little bit. And Rudolph's going to get a chance at number 2. I'm going to be so mad if Rudolph is just immediately great because we wasted him. But at the same time, we finally have the best possible roster going. But as of right now, I don't know. I really don't know. Tank Dell, is he 23 or 24? He is 24. He is good, though, but he is small. 5'8", 165 as a number 2 wide receiver is pretty small. Maybe Ford ends up making the jump, and then Tank Dell can go back to slot. I don't know, but as of right now, that is the plan. Then we go over to the defensive side of the ball. It seems like the morale drops have kind of dropped, really, which for the most part, obviously there's a couple here and there, but for the most part, we, the team's happy because we're winning. Everyone's like, okay, we're winning. Let's all relax. But let's take a look at this tandem breakout anyways, which of course is going to be probably Tank Dell, and then gives Nico Collins XP. You can see, challenge Tank Dell. Well, maybe not the best time to do it, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because we never get these. It's just impossible. 150 receiving yards for any receiver is tough, let alone a 5'8" number 2. And then for the national focus, I thought we already did all this. Did we not? Top prospects are outside linebackers and DNs, which I suppose we kind of need. Park, what's her specialty? Outside linebacker and safety. Okay, so it seems like outside linebacker is the smartest thing to do, right? Because it seems like those are the top prospects anyways. Not that there's a good chance we'll have them, but it is what it is. Let's back out of that. We got what we needed. Of course, we have no injuries. The Titans add in anyone? They do. They have a Conquo with a ruptured disc. Derrick Henry out for 2 more weeks as well. Titans are losing players here and there. Not like the craziest injuries, but Derrick Henry is a pretty big one. But, they only got 2. It looks like their attack is really not good for the passing attack. So we're going to continue to stop the run. And then we're probably going to force it medium, as that seems to be like an okay spot for us to go for. I still can't believe how bad offensive lineman upgrades are. A +2. 6,000 XP for him to get a +2 in pass block finesse. It's not like he needs another +15 for run block finesse to even be halfway decent. Why are the upgrades so bad? I just don't understand. If you can choose which player, if you've got 2 players are good, you want a finesse or a power guy, go finesse, because you can upgrade the power so much easier. Ford, he kind of needs release, he needs slot, he needs all the upgrades in the world, so we're going to go with slot for the route running, which does not happen at all, but I suppose he's 80 catch in traffic now. And then Pearson, obviously we know, is power rusher, because he's 80-ish power rush, and he kind of missed a couple of games. Gets a power move, 81 power. He's not bad, but let's go into this game against the Titans. I guess I'll show you the sliders real quick. Changed them slightly from last week as well. They're pretty much same as before the Titans game. So we'll see what happens. It's a really tough slider set to master. It seems like just a few points right now is the difference between losing by 40 and winning by 10. It's actually that close. And here we are in Tennessee. Was hoping for some sort of primetime game, but you know what? You can't have a primetime game every week. Player spotlight goes to Nico Collins. Could argue Christian Harris as well, since he was actually player of the week for the entire NFC. Both teams kind of rocking special-looking uniforms. They got like the light blue Oilers tops, and then we got the just the red bottoms, which is pretty sick. Red versus blue, the classic. Of course, the red helmet as well, in fairness, but try to find some red shoes. Didn't really see that. It is what it is. Of course, big game. This whole division is insanely close right now. The arm size of Levis gets me every time. I don't know if that's how big his arms actually are, but like, still, they're just like huge. They're huge arms. And of course, last week going against the Buffalo Bills, we might have played at the wrong stadium. I think we got our directions wrong. We were somehow in New Jersey when we weren't supposed to be. But here we are, getting the ball first in a pretty big game. Obviously, Tank Dell has zero chance to get his scenario, as Rudolph is going to be the number 2 for this game, giving him a chance, as, you know, Tank Dell's really underperformed. You know, this many weeks into the season, 300 yards, with the talent, you know, the guys around him doing so much, he should be, like, freed up. He should be easily getting yards, and it really hasn't been that way. Of course, looking at Stroud, his numbers, they're pretty good. You know, the touchdowns are a lot higher than the interceptions, all you could really ask for as a team. And obviously the yards are some of the highest in the league, maybe even the highest. And speaking of high numbers, let's see if we can aim for 2,500 and whatever he likes, how many yards he had. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but still, let's go with the run. And going to find a little bit of room for about 4 yards gained. Dameon Pierce just barely cracking over 100 last week, as obviously, he struggled throughout, but just kept grinding, and because of him, at the end, we were able to close the game out with the run and, you know, win that game pretty easily, I would say. Pierce falling forward, only going to gain about 1 yard, though, that time. You know, good blocks, it's just couldn't beat the one guy off the edge. Beat him off. Looks like a blitz, which makes me want to slant forward instead of, I guess it doesn't really matter, and that's a really good throw to Boyer, throwing a bullet pass. It kind of tried to turn it into a touch pass, but either way it works out, and a 21-yard gain has been had. You can see here they've kind of brought some heat. Rudolph going streak might not be the best decision, and that is going to be intercepted. I mean, there's not really much you can do when it's an insta-rush like that. I tried to touch pass it over there because he did beat Byard, but getting hit as we're throwing is going to be a problem 99.9% of the time. And that ball just basically goes to the moon. And maybe I should have went for the aggressive, tried to go for the catch, because I thought maybe we still had a chance, but obviously we did not. And big ol' arms, Will Levis already on the field, despite the fact that we ended up getting the ball first, which is not good. Numbers aren't great, but it seems like he only started recently. Let's try to get this ball back really quick for the offense and just run a crazy blitz. And nice play. Tajay Spears getting 0 yards on the first run. Petrie, and you know, the safety's not playing well lately. We can definitely say that for a fact and a half. Let's get in there. And not going to happen. Good defense, though. It's a little behind him. Got to be honest with it. And Stingley does get a piece of it, at least. And it would be interesting. You know what? I trust Stingley one-on-one against Burks. We're going to go with Petrie, who does not get a freebie, and we're not going to get out there, but it's another bad throw. Petrie injured, though, on the pass rush, trying to get past the lineman. And the defense will make the stop. Levis, not the best quarterback in the world, missing a couple of throws here. The one before that, though, is definitely catchable, so you can't really say, oh, well, terrible throw led to that. Oh, my, we almost had a chance at a punt return touchdown with Robert Woods. Wow, that would have been insane. Of course, we would love to see what happened to Petrie. Hopefully he's fine. First down screen, no one expects it. We're like a third down screen running team, and we're also a team that is not blocking today. Well, 3 yards gained. Bruce Sternum, of course, sucks that we lost him, but it seems to be a safe little one-game injury, which could have been worse. So, while it sucks we're going to lose him for the day, at least he's not going to be out for more than a game. A nice powering by Pierce, but obviously they were not lined up at all for that play. There was just never a chance. They were stopping us for anything less than 10. Here, the read option's still on because you could just hand it off, and we will. And we're going to run right into the guy that kind of like contained. We still gain 4. Play action to the right. Boyer could be our look. We also do have the underneath to Jordan. And that is not a bad route at all, but just the, really tough throw. I mean, the amount of things that go into a throw like that while just standing still, let alone on the run, it's just, that was too much to ask. I should have taken that. Oh, that's a bad play. But Boyer bails us. I thought he was going to break inside on him and just did not run the greatest route ever. Somehow, I have no idea how, magically caught that ball. I actually have no idea how he caught that. And there goes Rudolph running a very good route. Quick. Honestly, quicker than I thought, really. Normally, I'm expecting like a slower out there, so I have a little bit more time to decide on if I'm going to throw it. But that was like instant. See if we actually get some blocks for Ford. Oh my God, why does the game suck? Like, where is the tight end going, bro? I actually don't get it. I really just don't. Had to call a timeout as well because I had the wrong play, so there's that. Nico Collins. No, it's actually Rudolph who gains a lot of yards to the 30. You can kind of tell it wasn't Nico because he's running a bit faster. Rudolph definitely is, a good chunk faster than Nico. Definitely a good chunk shorter as well, in fairness. Nico, gonna have to kind of run. If we stop to throw, it might have been a really bad throw out of sack, which we, of course, know is how we threw our first interception of the game. Gotta say first, because could be more. Screen pass, and number 63 doesn't pick it up. The guard, or whoever it was, did a really good job. That's kind of the whole point of the screen there, is to like bait it out to make it seem like, oh, you got a free rush on him, but you actually don't. I'm going to go with Ford on an out just to clear up Collins. And that is perfect. Stiff arm attempt to the 7. Gets us first and goal. Is there really anyone that's going to cover Boyer here, though? Not really. Hold on with the hands out. We will take it. We will take the first points of the game. Well, let's see how the Titans answer back. Team right now that doesn't really have much of an identity. No Derrick Henry. They have an okay running back, but right now we're locking this up. And obviously you can see last week, not great. He had a really big breakout game against us, but, since then we've gotten a couple of players back and we've settled down a little bit in our lane chasing. No Eggman not going to go against, an older but still pretty good DeAndre Hopkins, and he's showing us now as Blackwell, the replacement safety right now, coming down with the tackle, but that's a huge gain of 25 on the first completion of the game for the Titans. Blackwell now going against, who's that? Zach Ertz, the starting tight end now. This team is kind of a shell of itself, and, well, we thought, he can stop the run. Tajay Spears struggling early. It's like, yeah, well, here it goes. Just had to say it, didn't we? Just had to say it. Murray on the inside. Oh, I thought that was a screen. Tight end's wide open, and he drops it. Not a great throw by Levis, considering he had all the time in the world, and there was nobody on him, but Ertz has got to hold on to that. He just simply has to. If he catches it, and he lands on his back and drops it, fair enough. Oh, free rush. Oh! No way! Levis throws that perfectly. That should have been a pick. Instead, they're at the 22-yard line. I actually thought it was still a pick, even though it was a really good throw. We were on that, just didn't give us the extension. Oh, here we go, Hudson. Oh, that's a really good hit, but that is going to be a first down. Nice hit by Clayton down to the 3. Maybe we do run man coverage. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what we're running. We're kind of getting torched. Ward one-on-one. Blackwell kind of playing the deep safety. Not that there's really anywhere to go that's deep. And he went right to where we were supposed to be. He just knows. He knows. And you could say, oh, why weren't you there? I just know how this interior works, right? I just know that it just doesn't stop the run. We're really not open here, but Nico Collins with the hands. We got a couple of guys that can catch the ball. Ford is not really one of them. But Nico Collins definitely is. Definitely the guy that I would trust in those situations. Most teams go to the second quarter. We're not most teams, and this is why we're so stupid. And it's Stroud looking fast. Maybe have a chance to outrun them, but you know what? I'd rather run the ball inside on 3rd and inches, believing in Pierce to just get one, than to not have a chance. And, oh, he's going to get a lot more than one. And kind of race into that outside, had a chance maybe. 37 yards, looking good. First quarter for Pierce has always been good, though, and then we start to slowly, over time, just start, losing and losing and losing. And by the end of the game, we got like 80 yards. It's like, what happened? But first down and, at the 50-yard line, looking all right on offense. Just got to eliminate those turnovers. And Stroud has room. Oh, there goes Stroud. Look at him run. All the way to the 11 for 40 yards. Nico Collins does his job. They came in way too hard on the blitz. And C.J. Stroud cracks off 40. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he is absolutely fast enough to hit one of those every once in a while. Oh, you gotta love that for him. They never... Why didn't it let me do the streak? Thank you. Because, I think we might be able to touch past this end zone. Nah. Stroud again? Stroud again! Where's the defense? C.J. Stroud for 50-plus on one drive for a touchdown. Look at him go. Offense is looking pretty sharp. Definitely looking pretty sharp. Christian Harris off the edge. If they run left. Oh. Who is that to? Blackwell, the backup safety, gets an interception to the 13. They need a new quarterback. I don't even know how they're winning games at this rate. No Derrick Henry. Levis just looks terrible. I'm not really sure how they're winning games. This doesn't look great, to be honest. Although we're going to get a little bit of blocks, gaining about 7. Nice stiff arm. Like, there just simply isn't a quarterback that we have faced in this entire series worse than Levis. Like, we've been cooked up by some pretty bad QBs. As there goes Singletary for the touchdown. Easy. Perfect blocking. You can't give us the ball inside the freaking 15, right? Like, that's just... You can't do that. Blackwell's playing pretty well so far. And, he's got to throw that late. Huge hit. Knocked out. Levis not seeing the field well. Might have been good coverage, too, though. We had a pretty deep defense with Blackwell. Gotta say, though, like I said, Blackwell looking good, but there's not really a spot for him. Maybe he takes over for Ward. We had to go to the other side. Nice pop, blasted him, but first down. We're getting pretty good at those low tackles. If I was other teams, maybe not Hopkins, because he's getting, he's up there in the age, I'd be starting to think about maybe hurdling. But Blackwell looking good. Maybe takes a spot from Ward next season, depending on how good Ward is still, because, like I said, the safeties have looked pretty bad, and Ward has definitely been a fair culprit of that as well. Blackwell in open space. Uh-oh. Getting out there, though, and brings him down almost short. He got taken out by the tight end and still just kind of bounced off of it and just played on. Not easy. We've seen a lot of players just completely taken out of the play. I'm kind of feeling Blackwell. Oh, we did pretty good, though. We freed it up for Christian Harris one-on-one. Is there any other player on this defense other than maybe Stingley who you would take one-on-one against anybody than Christian Harris? He is absolutely the gold standard of linebackers as Hudson tries to get out there, and there goes Christian Harris again, bringing a little bit of a rush inside. Scott. Oh, there's the rush, and Pearson, I don't know if he got a freebie, is going to take him down for the sack. Nice little drive by the Titans, finished off poorly with no protection off the edge. They needed something quick, didn't see it, and that will be a punt. There's no way they stop this run, right? Like, there's just no simple way. Yeah, there's just nobody in sight. First down, easy. Don't get me wrong, our run blocking's been great, but, anyone should be able to win on that. Oh, that's a terrible throw. Damn it. All right, let's test that route running from Rudolph. It's pretty good, but it's not really open, and nice knockout by the linebacker. You know the drill better than anyone. Wait, is Ford not wide open then? Is Ford not... Oh, Stroud. Off back foot in fairness, but like he's so open. That might be a touchdown with forward speed. Either way, a 3 and out. I do need to start simming the AI punt though, because look at the punt we just got off to the 10. Murray. Oh, what a block. Ward, nice tackle, but that's a first down. Blitz off the other side, as that's where, you know, you'd assume that's where they're going to go, if they're going to run it. See Pearson. No, club over not going to work. One-on-one is at Blackwell, having himself a good game. I mean, he's been the backup for the most part, but we usually have, you know, 2 different backups playing the different, you know, safety spots, so not going to see the field that much if you're him. But I love him. So far, I think he's great. Oh, we picked that up perfectly. Surprised he didn't get baited out. Nice little dump off. Gets, you know, yards short of the first down. Bringing a couple of linebackers in. Blackwell one-on-one against Traquan, I think, who's actually played really well against us last game. And we left the running back open. Scott is going to easily take him down. Why would you ever throw short to Haskins? He just doesn't have that in him. He just doesn't have that in him. He's got to go straight up the field. He can't go sideline. As Robert Woods, the dependable man, has actually put a guy on his freaking ground face. That's the thing. Put a guy on his ground. Yeah, you get on your ground, damn it. This ain't my ground, it's your ground. Even though they do have the pass look, that's why I'm going to run it. Nice stiff arm. Can't get the truck. Just looked open, you know. Even though they got 5 players there, I could just tell the way our line was lined up that they just were not going to get through there. And that's all that matters, is if you know your team, you know your team. That's all that there really is to it. As Rudolph is burning. Nice little juke attempt to the 45. Back to the screen game with Pierce. Play action does look interesting, but Pierce is my man. Oh, nice throw. Actually got it out there. Blocks suck again, but at least we get about 7. Just going to straight up run. There's no point in waiting for the blocks that just are never going to get there. Come back around again from Rudolph. Boyer might just be a quick throw. That's a tough one. Holds on. I mean, he's got low catching. You know, we've seen that time and time again. He's made some really big plays, though, for a guy with low catching, but in general, he is a guy that, you know, more times than not, you're going to expect... Oh, Lord. Yeah, it was a pretty stupid decision, especially with the clock, but before the blitz decision, I thought we actually could pick it up. Go Collins, Rudolph down the sideline. Let's see what we got. Oh, my. Did you see the burn from Ford? Oh, my God, Collins. He's so good. We're on all Madden, and our sliders are not in favor of us for catching. We have them slightly down. Pretty sure, right? I don't know. Yeah, there's really not anyone open. We're going to force that. Yeah, that was asking for too much. We're at 2nd and 10. Yeah, we'll keep it. Oh, there's nobody on Nico Collins. I don't know what they're doing on defense. It's not like the coverage sliders. It's not, you know, the pass block sliders. It's the decision making. Like, how do you actually defend anything with 3 receivers when no one's going to cover them? There's no one in front of them. Outside, can't get over there, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, Burks really made that last a long time, and they're not going to call a timeout, which really makes you question why they would even... Why the hell are we even in this defense anyways? Why they would even throw that. And he's got some room, but once again, they didn't call a timeout or anything, so I'm not really sure what the point of the last 2 throws were if you're not calling timeout. Either way, we are in super control right now. This is not even close. We kind of felt like it wasn't going to be last time we played them, even without the slider changes. You know, we won by 2 touchdowns, and, you know, they're just not very good. There's not a very good roster right now. All right, starting off the second half, obviously their ball. We threw a pick pretty early on. And there we go. Nice hit. You know, early on I saw the way we played. You know, we got rushed pretty well and throwing while we're getting hit. And I was like, oh, intercepting that early. You know, this team can control the clock now. And it just hasn't gone that way ever since that play. And there goes the rush from Will Anderson. Waking up. 2-yard sack. It's still a sack. It's still pressure. And it's still not a ball that's going to be completed to one of their players. Kind of had to leave him. And that throw is just not on at all. It's going to be a punt. Will Levis has been terrible. Robert Woods on the return. He's actually been pretty good today. Not there, but didn't really get a block anyways. Didn't really expect him to get in there. Another sweep. I'm sure this is going to go well. Double team the guy off the edge and still leave him uncovered. Well, the sweep is completely gone on the playbook. I don't know where the tight end's going. Oh, that's a pretty good throw. Right in behind, who was it? Simmons? Why do they have him dropping back? Do they have him playing edge? I just don't understand what's going on. Why is he dropping back? Also, is Rudolph really the primary here? Oh, that actually kind of works. Good try. You can tell Rudolph has a little bit of juke ability. It just hasn't been able to really show it. Hard to juke the AI on higher difficulty. Rudolph on the out. That's a pretty clean route. Great throw. Trusting in that frame. You know, if that's Tank Dell, do I trust that? I don't know. You know, that's why I've been seeing, you know, more timing stuff to the number 2 wide receiver because I trust his size more. Underneath. Nico Collins gains about 8 or 9. That's why Nico Collins has become the easy number 1. Because he's a guy that if I'm in trouble, I know I can throw it up to, and there's a good chance because of the size, he's either going to come down with it or he's going to knock it down. 2nd and 2, play action. And nobody really open, but once again, the size. And, you know, they can't go for the pick there because he's too big. That's Tank Dell. They don't knock that down. At the same time, if it's Tank Dell, I'm definitely not throwing that. Obviously, we know the guy off the edge is rushing. Come on, man. Follow in behind all these blockers, which works out perfectly as Singletary's going to get some blocks to the edge even. Pushed out of bounds softly to the 11. Gaining back-to-back plays of 11 for him on the game. Obviously not back-to-back, but you know. And patient running gets us about, wow, more because you get pushed from behind, about 5, maybe 6. Forward, Nico Collins fade maybe. I wouldn't really trust it even though he's big. And Stroud rolling out to the left. Might have a freebie. Another one. Touchdown number 2 on the ground for CJ Stroud. No containment. GG Titans. The sweep is on. All right, let's get some freaking pressures with Pearson maybe. And they're still running the ball. I mean, okay. 9 for 40. I mean, he's on par for, you know, close to 100. He's on par for a good yards per carry game. But what they're not on par for is a close game. Harris, let's go with Will. Got a little bit of a put. Oh, there's nobody over there. 1-on-1 tackle. Ertz is going to break the tackle. He's old, but he's big. Clayton move up. Ward move up. And I'm on the wrong guys. Can't get out there. Haskins has just got to go, dude. He's just not good. Didn't even notice it was Haskins. If I did, I wouldn't even worry. I wouldn't have worried at all. Blackwell going against Ertz. And can't get in there, but there goes Spears. I mean, even stronger than Haskins. I mean, what's even the point of him? All right, let's go with Pearson. I don't know why. I just find it fun to use her with Pearson. They're going to use her. They're nice play, but they're going to double team him. They're moving. It's taking a little bit of time to get here, but, you know, at least it keeps them in it if they score a touchdown. Here we go. Let's see what we got with Pearson again. Club over, not going to work. Come on. There he goes, Pearson. Oh, good defense. A little overthrown. Throwing to the fullback. Not bad. Pearson actually finally getting in there. At least the relentless, you know, ness was there. And can't get off the blocks. Pretty good block, speaking of. Ward, 1-on-1. First miss in a while. And then Murray misses. Tyjae Spears showing us, once again, he's decent. He's decent. Dynamic runner. If he was a little bit faster, he'd really be cooking. But he's not the fastest guy in the world. I want to switch to Hudson. Oh, I got tricked hard. And I'm still going for the quarterback. Holy crap, I almost just got him freaking banned from the NFL. I almost did something with him that would have got him banned from the United States completely. Holy. I was going to crush him. Bull rush outside, not going to get there. Try to strip it, couldn't. Gain 2. Obviously, it's 4 down. We're bringing a rush, so we're going to move him over, and I'll user Anderson. Get off the block, inside, clutch catch for the touchdown by Ertz. Got blasted by half the damn roster, and he's going to hold on, finally getting the Titans back on the board. And because it's me, you just never know. You just never know if the game's really won or not yet. Although the blocks like that are going to be really good. I also got to say, so far, Rudolph looking really good on blocking as well. Tank Dell held his own too, in fairness, but you know, if you're asking yourself who would you trust more in a blocking situation, I think it's pretty obvious. Tank Dell. There's nobody on Pierce. I mean, look at him go. Try to truck, but the guy just got scared and just didn't go for him. You got that deep play action. I mean, they got a lot of players up, so that's why I'm going for this. I think Nico's open. Perfect throw. GG. The play action got him to bite. These corners aren't great at all for Tennessee. I did not know Nico had that in him. In fairness, he kind of didn't. He kind of died, but still. Beautiful. You know, still tinkering with those sliders, but at this point, like I said, they're basically what we were running before we played the Titans the first time. So we try to go for them. Oh, my Lord. The violence between the two rookie DTs and from the same class. Hudson's got that swag about him, though. You see that? Looking freaking confident. Looking baller. Yeah, I said it. I'm white and I said baller. How does that make you feel? Get in there. Nice. A little bit of a late hit, but I didn't actually finish the play. Nice. Speaking of finishing plays, what a finish there. Yeah, but we'll have to see, though, because like I said, the Titans, they've never really been a team that's given me troubles in general. But speaking of, they're just a team that's right now not in the best of ways. Oh, what a play! Oh, we just overran like a bot. Nice tackle, though. Did you see the move by Pearson? Wearing number 52, playing like a number 52. I mean, I got Khalil Mack on this. I got Khalil Mack vibes on that. Just threw him away. Didn't fully toss him to the ground, but beautiful play. Pearson's got the chance to be a star. He just got to stay healthy and keep getting better. Rip move. Oh, then there's Will Anderson. A rough offensive line for the Titans, especially their right tackle. And Will Anderson's coming alive because of it. Let's see what Hudson's got. Super tiny centers like ours. Get double. Can't bring him down one-on-one, but slows him down enough for Murray to come up. If they were playing like this earlier and, getting the ball off sooner, obviously they just took a sack, but they, get the ball off sooner, they had a chance, and they got away from their game. The run game kind of disappeared, and oh, Pearson. That's a force and a half. Holy crap, Pearson. The relentlessness. Pearson again. Let's see it. Can't get in there. Oh, he's got him. Oh, and he drops it. Wow, good hit. No, Hudson. Please. Please don't die. He is hands down our best DT. It's not even close. And we can't get back. 70 yards like we talked about. Please, Hudson. Are they going to show it right now? No? One more? Don't be dead. If Pierce were to run this for a touchdown, he would have 100 yards. It's really been the CJ Stroud show on the ground, honestly. Holy crap. He actually almost did run it for a touchdown. I wasn't expecting that. Please? Please? No! That's your thumbnail. Is that not like almost for the season? Am I crazy to think that's like for the season? No? I don't know why I'm throwing this, by the way. Oh my god, he located that ball perfectly. I mean, he did not make it hard to knock that ball out at all. That ball was just perfectly taken away. Yeah, I'm not really sure why we threw the ball there. Now we kind of have to. Who the... Yo! Tier Tart's got to relax. Did you see the coverage? He's a nut. They're on that. Oh my god. Okay, let's just forget the last couple plays happened. But I'm still enjoying a little bit of defense, even though we just lost our freaking best DT for the season. That's insane. What can you do about that though? What are you supposed to do? We can't bench a rookie DT. Who are we gonna bench him for? You're no DTs. Now we're going to have to get some DTs because we had no DTs, and now we have even less DTs. Good move. Oh, there goes Clayton. I mean, he's just perfectly locked. Tyjae Spears might be good, but he's not first-round receiver level good in the receiving game, Clayton's a first-round corner. Tyjae Spears is not a first-round wide receiver. So, obviously he's not going to beat him often. Beat him often. Boyer. You know, I will say some of the offensive players we could probably pull out by now. I want to get Pierce to 100 because he's like kind of on a little bit of a streak, I think. But I don't know if it's going to happen. They're really not allowing us to gain much here. Pierce, nice fight. Maybe has a chance. 10 yards away. Number 1 rush defense. 164 yards allowed today, though. You see, the problem is they're going against one of the best run offenses. So they might be one of the best run defenses, but we're also one of the best run offenses, which they have limited us outside of Stroud's running. You know, Pierce is normally doing better than this. And that's a nice freaking fall forward. Holy crap. Ford on the sweep. Faked him out. Pierce. Simmons is injured now. Just give me 3 yards and I'll pull the whole team. That's all I want, man. Just give me 3! All right, this is usually a pretty good play for 3. Barely got it. Nice fight, though. Over 100, we'll take it. So I simmed it out, and apparently we threw a touchdown to the fullback, and the Titans drove down to the 13, yet they didn't call a timeout to try and punch it in. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I'm still tweaking sliders. I'm still tweaking them. The Titans did not put up much of a fight. Last game, like I said, before the sliders were even changed, they didn't really put up that much of a fight. You know, it was a closer game, but yeah, I'm going to try to go back to those sliders a little bit more, and we'll see how we're cooking. Obviously, it's the Titans roster has just been, you know, especially this season, definitely taken back a bit, especially with the fact that Will Levis is not a great quarterback. He is missing every throw possible. We ran pretty well, but Stroud was like the hero of that. Nico Collins has been insane. I mean, the guy needs a damn breakout, and I just don't know if he's going to get one. I really don't. But at least he'll be guaranteed to dev up, assuming he stays healthy for the rest of the season. Pearson had a sack, 2 sacks for Will Anderson, the 2 DTs. Hudson. Both had one. Blackwell, the 6'3 safety with a pick. Clayton with a pick. And that was pretty much it. About to find out Hudson's injury. 4 weeks. Okay. I can live with that. What's his block shed? It's 68. Still going to go speed rusher, though, because the more sacks he gets, the more upgrade points he'll get. And he still gets a block shed anyways, which is nice. Kenyon Green, already a pretty good power blocker. I don't know if he's ever going to be a good agile-style blocker. Can't believe I said it like that. But pass protector, I guess, because that's his biggest issues. Terrible upgrades, I'd imagine. Not great, but got it right where we needed the XP, or the upgrade. Field General is just the best upgrade for a linebacker, and he might be one away from another ability, if I'm not mistaken. 80? Yeah, okay. We would not hate it. And then the backup, Juice Scruggs, who could get traded, but, you know, he's good. He's good depth, so why not? Why not keep him? He's not a bad player. Gets an upgrade point as well. That's that. Don't really know if there's a point in clicking this, but I guess we'll click it just in case it's like, well, Nico still played well, so here you go. Dell with 0 yards, though. Not even 1, but 0. Still can't believe all of these are going towards him. Like, why wouldn't Nico be getting some? The XP is cool. But, you know, why wouldn't he be getting the freaking scenario? I don't even know. But got an injury, and it happened right before the bye week. So I guess that's the best case because he's only going to miss 2 games, which is definitely not the worst. The Bears, speaking of the worst, might be the worst team in the league. We'll see. That might not really be the greatest slider test, but going against the Jaguars after that could be another good test. Going to be changing things a little bit more. Again, coverage for us down, coverage for them slightly up. Pass block for us slightly down. Pass block for them I think is fair. You know, Will Anderson had 2 sacks, but he wasn't consistently getting in there, and it was taking them a long time to get rid of the ball, and their right tackle and right guard suck. So they really should be getting crushed by a guy like Will Anderson 24/7. Honestly, the way how long it took for that ball to come out, you could argue that Will should have broke the damn sack record. Like, they were holding on to the ball for ages. But yeah, I mean, I already know what we need to change, and we'll see how those changes affect us. Like we said, got the bye week next, so could make a trade and might need to make a trade. We're going to be missing our DT for 2 weeks. Don't want to do anything crazy, though, so probably not. Probably not. I'm not really thinking there's anyone on our team that needs to be replaced so bad that we make a trade. You know, I don't know what Rudolph... Oh, Rudolph just revealed himself, by the way. Star development trade. Do we know any other players? Wait, what about Ford? He's still not revealed. Is it glitch? Because he's clearly played more downs. Maybe we did Rudolph in the training, but not Ford, because we didn't think Ford was going to start. I don't know. Lane also was revealed as star. Any defenders? I don't know. Did we already know Clayton? I don't know, but he's star dev either way. Glover, we don't know yet, but he's got to be getting close too. How many snaps? 360 is actually not even... Oh, yeah, he got injured. I forgot. So many injuries with these DTs. But as of right now, it's Dietrich Wise, then Malik Collins. We do have Horton. Although, is Horton a big DT or is he a D-end? I can't remember. He's big enough, but he's more of a D-end. So, probably get a free agent DT. Maybe, I suppose. Could trade for a DT if we really wanted to, but I don't think it's a smart decision. It would really just be for the title. I traded before the deadline or something, but... Either way, we're 5-3, maybe atop the entire division with slider changes to come. So, you know, still, it's fun to have a good game once in a while. And like I said, I do actually want to see how Rudolph played. He probably had about 50 yards. You know, he was more consistently open. Yeah, 58 yards, 6 catches, I think, is the biggest stat there, as he had the second most catches on the team. Boyer with a nice catch or two, especially the touchdown catch. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Don't get used to these big blowout wins. A, we're not going to be facing a team like the Titans often. And B, once again, we're going to be constantly changing sliders every week. They're getting very close to perfect, I will say. I know we just won 52-14, but it was a lot of, once again, EA decision-making where they're bringing a blitz. Tunsil's ability threat detector, or whatever it's called, is insane, for one. But they're bringing a blitz when we have 3 receivers on the left. I don't care if you're on all Madden 100 coverage sliders. If they do that, that's a wide open play. You know, it's just 100%. Same with the throws. You know, deciding to run the ball on 2nd and 13, you know, with a stacked box. It's just like, why would you do that? You know, and it's just, Will Levis is terrible as well. So we'll see what happens going forward. But that's about it. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.